Hello fellow creators, my name is Kareem, and today I want to talk about visualizing and manifesting your desires. Now when we start with this, you have to ask a question. When you want to manifest something, when you want to bring it into your life, what's your vision when you get up and throughout the day? Is it a vision of the future, of exciting events, people, places, and things to come into your life? Or are you waking up with pain and regret of the past, thinking, I just want to change my situation. I just wish it would get better. Why didn't I do this? Why didn't this come into my life? Why don't I have this yet? I'm waiting, it's not coming through. Now, if you're stuck in that feeling of pain in the past, you just want it to come right now, whatever it is. A better relationship, more wealth, better health, anything really. And it's just not happening. And you're having trouble changing your mental state. You're having trouble looking forward, then there's one trick that can change your mental state that Dr. Joe Dispenza is going to go over. And this is paramount to actually moving past all of your internal feelings about what's going on now, and it's paramount to actually manifesting what you want in this life. So guys, make sure to subscribe. Please hit the notification bell to get notified anytime I make a video. Go ahead and like and comment below. Let me know your thoughts, questions, concerns, anything like that. And now, here is Dr. Joe Dispenza on how to use that mental trick to get past whatever is going on in your current reality today so you can move forward.
If the person's doing the vision board and they're saying, when I get my new car, I get my new house, I get my new relationship, then I'm going to feel so great. Well, then they're back to the program, waiting for it to happen for them to feel the emotion. They're believing their outer world has to change in order for them to feel better.
We live in a world where often when people think about visioning the future, they vision stuff. So you have a vision of the car you want, or you have a vision of an amount of money you want, or you have a vision of a home you want. And you see this with people with their vision boards. What's your take on that? And is that the right type of visioning? And what is the right type of visioning?
Well, we do so many different variations because I think people integrate information differently. And all of those cars and homes and whatever that is, there are symbols of what it looks like when a person actually arrives at this concept called abundance, right? So if those things help them to associate with something that creates a feeling of abundance, and they're building their vision board to help them to get clear on their intent, then that's fine, because they're associating objects or things or material things that they'll say, that's when I know that I'm abundant. That's fine. Other people will say, look, abundance just means that I have more than I need, and I'm happy with that. And for them, there's a feeling that is associated with that. And when they begin to dream about their future, they may see themselves in a scene or see themselves a certain way. I don't care what it takes for the person to get there, because once they have their abundance, and this happens quite a bit in our work, when you finally have everything you want, there's only one thing you're going to ask yourself: how am I going to contribute to the world? How am I going to make a difference? So we use different tools to help people to get to that point. But if the person's doing the vision board and they're saying, when I get my new car, I get my new house, I get my new relationship, then I'm going to feel so great. Well, then they're back to the program, waiting for it to happen for them to feel the emotion. They're believing their outer world has to change in order for them to feel better. There's no effect of drawing the experience to you with that way. So the person has to use those tools to get them into the emotional state for them to feel like it's already happened. Now think about this. If you get up from a creative process and you feel grateful, you feel a love for life, you feel a joy for existence, you feel a passion for the moment, you will not be looking for your future because you'll feel like it's already happened. It's the moment that we start feeling those self-limiting emotions that we feel separation, and then we start looking for it again. Well, then, if you're waiting, you're not creating, you're in separation again. So then, whatever it takes for you to move into a state of being. And what is a state of being? Thoughts are the vocabulary of the brain. Feelings are the vocabulary of your body. How you think and how you feel creates your state of being. So then if you wake up in the morning and you come back to your senses with a clean slate and you say, I don't feel anything, you say, well, let me start thinking about all the problems in my life. Well, all those problems are connected to different people or different objects or things at different times and places. The moment you remember your problems, a memory is a record of the past. You're thinking in the past. Every one of those problems has an emotion associated with it. So all of a sudden you start feeling unhappy, you start feeling bitter, you start feeling frustrated. So now your body's in the past. So then most people then create a state of being that's connected to their past. And if they're in the familiar past, then they are going to crave the predictable future and they're going to fall back into routine. So then we want people then to get very clear on that vision of their future, however they do it, and begin to combine that clear intention with an elevated emotion. And the stronger the emotion they feel from the vision they're creating, the more altered they feel inside of them, the more they're going to pay attention to the pictures in their mind. And now they're remembering their future. And biologically, it's exactly the same as remembering your past. In fact, if you're not being defined by a vision in the future, it means you're making your past more real than your future. You're falling in love with your past. You're more in love with your past than you are with your future. That you're believing in your past more than you're believing in your future. When you get to that moment where you have that feeling, that's your compass. Because that feeling is going to drive your behaviors. It's going to drive more of those thoughts. And when you feel that feeling and it's visceral, no person, no thing, no experience will stand in the way between you and that vision. And you will be initiated by the universe into wealth. You will be initiated into health. You'll be initiated into freedom. Those people, all those people that have healed themselves of all those different health conditions, they are so humble and so happy and they feel so great that they would never trade this feeling because of what you thought of them. They've left that program behind a long time ago. They actually don't care how you think of them. They actually are so happy with themselves that they're no longer dependent on anything outside of them. Now, I think that's a really important moment because that's the moment we give people permission in our lives to do the same, right? And I think that more and more people are beginning to figure that out as they do this work.
So I hope you enjoyed that explanation by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Now, in a nutshell, there's nothing wrong with having goals and things you want to manifest in the future. I do it too, and there's nothing wrong with even having a vision board of maybe you want to attract specific wealth, a house, a car, a relationship, and you put that up there on your vision board and you have that as something that you want to manifest in the future. There's nothing wrong with that, and quite a lot of people do that, including me. Now, here's the issue with that. A lot of people put those things up and then they say, hey, I need to feel good, but I can't feel good without this thing. I'll feel good, but I need the money first. I'll feel good, but I need the relationship first, or the house, or the car, or whatever it is. Now, the problem with that is, why do you need those things to feel good? You have to ask yourself, if you had those things now, you'd feel a certain way, right? But what's stopping you from feeling that way now? You want to have that feeling of feeling good. That's ultimately what any possession or any event will help you with. But if you can feel good now, you can get past that belief that I have to be stuck in this present moment without A, B, and C, and I can never be happy without it. I used to think I could never be happy, particularly with a relationship or without a certain amount of money. But when I started feeling happy without those things, then interestingly, they manifest. And the same thing can work for you. When you get stuck in a belief that you have to feel good, but you need those, but I need A, B, and C first, then you get stuck in this paradigm of well, I don't have A, B, and C, so I wake up disappointed or in pain. But once I get A, B, C, then I'll feel good. Well, the issue with that is you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are, you attract what you're feeling, you attract what's physically going on in here. So when you can change what's going on in here, then you can change what will go on in the outside world and ultimately make an impact with your visualization and your manifestation. It's not enough just to visualize, but also to back it up with those emotions, those amazing feelings that whatever we want, we have it right now in the present and we're enjoying it. Feel as though you already have what you want to manifest. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I just want to ask, how is this going for you? Are you having any difficulties, visualizing, manifesting? Are you still having problems? Are you stuck on something or stuck in the past? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, guys.